Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin charts as Bitcoin is currently dumping. So with that being said, let's get right to it. And we will actually start over here today on the open interest by strike price, with the expiration date being the end of the month, July 28. So we have a end of the month close on Bitcoin options, and what I am most interested in when I'm looking at this particular chart is the max pain strike price, and that is coming in at $29,000. Now, if you're not familiar with the max pain strike price, that basically represents the strike price where most of the options will expire worthless, and thus both bulls and bears would feel the maximum pain. And right now that strike price is coming in at $29,000, but it's only Monday and these options don't expire till the end of the week on July 28th. So the bulls have the opportunity to try to push the price up, and more than likely would want to get it above 31,000, where you can see there's a lot of interest sitting there. But on the flip side, the bears would obviously want to push this price down. Realistically, they could threaten this 28,000 level. However, both 28,000 and 31,000 strike price levels more than likely are going to act as resistance or support. And so in reality, Bitcoin might just chop in between these levels. Now, with that all in mind, we can jump over here to the Bitcoin USDT daily candle chart. These candles represent 1 day of trading for Bitcoin over on the Binance exchange. And as you can see, for the past several weeks, Bitcoin has really been somewhat chopping in a zone between essentially 31.5 to 29.5. And in last Monday's video, now if you missed that video, you might want to shoot the subscribe button. But in last Monday's video, I had mentioned if 29.5 breaks, then we could see Bitcoin's price headed even lower. And today, Bitcoin's price is currently dumping down below that 29.5 level. So the question becomes, how low could Bitcoin go? And so for starters, we can drop in this ascending triangle that we were watching in last Monday's video, as Bitcoin had again been pretty much walking up this ascending triangle. However, last Monday, Bitcoin's price had started to roll over. And so I dropped in a target price for Bitcoin if the price were to break below this lower trend line on the ascending triangle. And actually, the day after the video on Monday, Bitcoin did in fact break down below the lower trend line, and we have our target set down here around $28,000. Now, for the rest of the week, Bitcoin essentially chopped sideways, finding support right at 29.5, which was the level I mentioned on last Monday's video as the key level of support, and a breakdown below 29.5 is actually what was more important to me than the break of this trend line. And today we're seeing that break down, and right now Bitcoin is actually in danger of breaking 29,000. And if Bitcoin does break this 29,000 level, right now you can see the low of this candle is exactly $29,000. A breakdown below 29,000, and more than likely Bitcoin is headed back down here to 28,000. So with that all being said, let's drop in the Recon AutoFib retracement levels, and we can see key levels of support or resistance based on our Fibonacci retracement. And as I mentioned in last week's video, this 786 level coming in at 29,673. Now, I was saying there's probably a zone between 29.7 and 29.5, but that 29.5 really was my low point, a breakdown below the 786 and 29.5, and the Bitcoin bears could be pushing this price lower. And in fact, that's currently what they're doing. So the next target really on the Fibonacci retracements is going to be the 618 level, which is coming in at 28,631, call it 28.5. After that, the next level of support is the 50% mark on the Fibonacci retracement, and that comes in at 27.9. which is just below that 28,000 level, which would be more than likely a psychological level. I think actually a break below 28,000 and Bitcoin will crush its way back down here, more than likely to the 382 level, which would be 27,168, or call it 27,000. Beyond that, then we're looking at the 236, which is coming in just around 26,000, and down below that, then we're looking back at this lower low that this whole Fibonacci retracement structure is based on, and that would put Bitcoin's price around 25,000. Now, on the flip side, if the bulls can somehow regain control of the battlefield and start to push this price back up, then the first key level is clearly the 786 level, which was prior support, is now more than likely going to turn into future resistance. And since it was such strong support, more than likely it's going to be an extremely strong level of resistance for the bulls to get back above. But if the bulls can push Bitcoin's price above the 786 level, coming in at around 29,700, then they're right back into this chop zone between essentially 29.5 and 31.5. Until the bulls can clearly get a close above 31.5, which you can see they've wicked into it, they've even candled right into it, but they've not closed really above 31.5. Until the bulls can get a close above 31.5, then these upper targets of 32.6 or 35,000 really don't come into play. And right now, actually, it looks like Bitcoin's price is going to retreat lower. Now, this week is not just the close of the month for the options on Bitcoin. There is a lot of news coming out, and Wednesday, the Fed will announce their rate decision, and then on Thursday will be a press conference. So Wednesday and Thursday could be pretty volatile days for Bitcoin. And again, any kind of volatility towards the downside, and Bitcoin could go crashing. And right now, Bitcoin actually did just break the 29,000 level and is just below at 28,980. The bears appear to be in complete control of this battlefield. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. If anything major happens over here on the charts, I will do an update video, so now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like, and until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.